Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the third round of 2SRL's fourth season of Assetto Corsa Competizione. We are here at Imola. It is the relatively new track, I think by now 2 months old track from the Intercontinental GT 2020 pack, and it's a new track on the game. We haven't league raced this one before, so it's gonna be exciting. And we've got myself in the commentary, as always, Timo, and we've got Mr. Triton. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello everyone, good to see you all. Real quick, I'm gonna tell you to put the broadcast overlay on the stream if you want, because I don't see it there, or
Yeah.
I see the it's just the regular
I haven't
in-game.
I haven't gotten to it yet.
Yeah, no worries.
There we go.
Just in case, yeah, I was making sure. I just usually like out of habit just have it on instantly because I don't think I'm gonna see anything in the regular one, but I don't know. I don't really like the overlay they have for broadcast in this game, but it works.
Yeah, I mean it works especially with the broadcasting client. So we are here at Imola. We've got a fairly big grid. We are at 28 drivers, if I can count.
Would you 28. Would you like to go on board with a guide? Because
sure.
I think he might give us a good lap here.
So yeah, we're gonna watch a lap of Imola with Pavel Gaida, who finished second last time out in another Italian Grand Prix. Not even the other Italian Grand Prix, because we've got Massano coming up towards the end. But yeah, he finished second, and now he's storming towards the start-finish line to take us around the lap of Imola.
Alright, so let's see how he approaches this, running down the start-finish straight. Full speed as he comes up to the infamous Tamburello chicane, or Variante Tamburello, as it is now known as, chuck it in left, chuck right, and then try and carry the speed into this third part here, left-hander. Run the curb there on the exit to make sure you can keep it under control up to the Variante Villeneuve. At the 50-meter board, chuck the car in, and then slow it down again for the second part here. You have the curb on the exit there to make sure you get it right into the left-hander of Tosa, I believe it's called.
Yes.
And now just carry the corner, or carry the speed through the corner, up the hill now towards the Piratella. Gonna be spotting the braking. I think it is at the 100-meter here. Or actually, no, 50? It's at the 50, sorry. Yeah, 50. And a faster left-hander, chuck the car in, carry it to the left hand, hug the inside, and at the 50, chuck it in for Acqua Minerale. A quick sequence of left-hander, easy to invalidate there as the car in front of Guided does, I think. And now up to the Variante Alta after the 100-meter board, or at the curb, sorry, again, as he might get blocked here a bit, but they do move out of the way just about. As he runs the exit curb there, now run down the hill here towards, I'm going to check the corner name here real quick, it is Rivazza, yes. And hard braking zone here, easy to mess it up, I find. And now again, quickly chuck it left, and now get a good exit as best as you can onto the run to the start-finish straight here. And that is a lap of Imola in Assetto Corsa Competizione.
It's a quite exciting track. The lap looked solid. I think there were some mistakes in there. You didn't properly nail some of the apexes.
Oh, he invalidated
Oh, invalidated. That must have been Acqua Minerale, the bottom of the hill. And yeah, I mean, that happened. It happens easily. I got the impression he was pretty far out. I don't think he lost. I don't think he put. He gained much time, but four wheels off is invalid, of course. So he's gotta try again. He's got 10 minutes to do it. Actually running through the grid, I just want to see how if we've got any new faces or reserves. We've got Bremen is back as a reserve. He was also there at Monza, but he's a reserve, as you can see in the left timing tower with the red number 4. We have got Nick Kononov as a reserve, I think. Dragon, aka Jurgen Visser, is here again. And I think I saw a new name, but I can't find it right now.
I don't know who Zerwinski is in the Mercedes. Is that a full-time or is that a reserve?
Who?
Zerwinski in P10 right now.
Javinski, I think. I think he is a... No, he should be... No, he should be a full-time in silver, but I've only seen him drive in, I believe it was Spa. I remember having a conversation with him about being incapable of pronouncing his name. So, yeah, I think I remember him. Also, we've got Brandon Gobes back, who you might know as Van Beets. He has had a very short stint in the first season of ACC on a pad, which did not go well because it's the pad. And he has now gotten himself a wheel, and it looks like he has also secured himself a seat here and is gonna try his best and put his wheel to full use and put in some good times. And speaking of good times, top of the timing tower, we've got a 41.1 from Antoine Olivet, just ahead of his teammate in the blue and gold dress racing car of George Brabner, who took pole last time out in Monza. So those two 1-2 in the field right now. And I wonder if Push can improve on that lap. And judging by the delta I've got on my second screen, he will not only do that, I think he'll just absolutely top the field there. He's up by half a second according to my data. I don't know if it's true. He's gonna come across the line and it's gonna be a 40.7. Wow. Incredible 40. Lap time.
He's probably still got some in him.
Maybe. I mean, he did exactly that lap time earlier on in practice as well, so it's not even an outlier. Maybe he's got some more time in that. And we saw earlier in chat, Carsten was complaining about the lack of quality pace in that Bentley that he's driving for this season for the first time. Says that his quali times aren't even as quick as his race times, and I had a look at his insane times from Imola, from Italy, at Monza last week, and it was pretty much true. His race pace was almost as quick as quali, so even if he doesn't reach a top step in qualifying, he might still be the fastest by a good shot in the race. But with a 40.7, Push certainly doesn't have to hide himself. But now Carsten's going to improve, and I think that's also going to be half a second of an improvement, so it's probably going to jump to P2.
Oh, he's up to P2.
Exactly, and that's a 40.8, almost precisely a tenth of a second slower than George Brabner. So it looks like the front row might be similar to the one we saw last week.
Yeah, I mean, Push has been on an absolute grind from what I've seen, and he has improved drastically over the past couple of seasons. I don't think he was full time in was it last season or was it season 2?
Sorry,
I know he sat out Brabner. Sorry, Push.
Did he?
He sat out one season, I know.
Yeah, he had some attendance. He was in I think it was season 2, where he was driving a pink Ferrari and his wheel was dead. Also, speaking of dead wheels, unfortunately, Imola will probably be the last race for a little bit of time for Banz, because his wheel has been in steady decline over the past weeks or months, and he's told me
I would say years.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but you only notice it the past months, and it has reached the point of almost no force feedback. So he said this is gonna be its last dance before he puts it, well, to death. His poor wheel. Oh no.
F in the chat. So hopefully the McLaren, Honda, Fernando Alonso, Emilian Verstappen racing team can hook him up with a Spec 2 cockpit. So
yeah,
we'll just have to hope. Unless they're showing favoritism to Cruzgar, but you know.
As Sam Chumley is getting very uncomfortably close to a Ferrari here. I do not know this livery. Yeah, and it looks like that might have just ruined his quali lap as he drives off into the wall. I don't know who that Ferrari was. Was a black and yellow livery. Maybe one of the reserves? No, it wasn't Kononov. It was either
Gobes
or it was Gobes, yes. It was Gobes. So Van probably got into the way a little bit there. I don't know if that was just because he's not up to speed yet and didn't... I mean, you don't need to get out of someone else's way if you're on a lap yourself, so he probably didn't need to get out of Sam's way and blocked him because of that, or he just didn't look into his mirrors, but Sam probably not happy with that. He's currently in P5. He has not had a good season so far. He has crashed out of Monza and gotten a penalty throwing off the podium in Barcelona. So right now he's not looking as strong as he wants to this season and wants to bounce back. This is probably not much of a help so far in qualifying.
Yeah, I mean, we still can't count him out. He is the Season 2 champion for a reason, and he showed himself to be a very rapid driver throughout, I mean, pretty much throughout his time in ACC. Oh.
I think we've got an invalidation for, yes we do, for Illigner. Exactly, he's
I
currently,
saw he went wide.
He's currently 7/10 down on Brabner, which isn't a shame because that time is really rapid, that push set there. Wow's is also not bad, it's 41.5, 41.4, but it's not enough, only enough for the second row for now. Leading silver class, by the way, is Kennedy Chikeka in his... oh! Is that Sam? Yes. He likes spinning qualifying, doesn't he?
Caught it. Yeah, he got it under control, but yeah, I mean, it's killed his lap. Too much curb into Variante Alta.
Next, okay, that car had an invalid lap, and that's Olive there, who is warming tires, so he's not gonna get... I mean, so he's not on a lap either.
Olive looks very fast.
Yeah, he's... it looks like he's sort of found his footing. It's apparently a good combination. The new Mercedes AMG Evo with the new track, both from the same DLC. So, looks like it's a good combination.
Right.
And he's got 2 laps to... You kidding me? He's got 2 laps to go. And in the session, 2 minutes and... well, 2.5 minutes left to go. And wow, apparently up.
Let's go figure out who just infiltrated the commentary.
That was Merlos, wasn't it? It sounded like Merlos.
It probably was.
Oh wait, shouldn't he be driving? Where is he?
No, he's sitting out today.
Why? Fired.
I don't know.
Fired.
I don't know.
At least I attended the races when I didn't want to drive. Gaida is apparently up 4/10, which could put him very close to Olive indeed. If he nails that lap, it could be P3 for him. P4 would also be good, but of course you want to be as close to the front as possible. P2 at the end of last race, and where is he gonna put it with this qualifying lap? It is gonna be P4 for Gaida, 5/10 off of pole for now. Last race, of course, which we didn't see on stream, Push spun his car. Well, gifting Gaida that P2, and then in the end they were basically on par pace-wise, so there was nothing moving there, and after that mistake from Brabner, it just secured Gaida the position. That's how he got the podium, just from raw pace and qualifying.
I don't know if he's going to be able to make the flag, actually, looking at it.
Who?
Because, or Push, he just got out of the pit lane, and there's only 1 minute left.
Difficult.
So...
by the way, there's a solid chance my game might crash. I just need to check something.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
better check it now.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing. Replay seems to work. My CPU.
Oh yeah, I see it.
My CPU is at 85%. I cleaned my fans, so I think that it's.
Nice.
Yeah, I cleaned my fans, so it should work. Now, and
yes.
I hope I can give us replays again. Veltman currently in P12 on a 42.1, which is not a shabby lap time at all, but this grid today seems scary fast for my liking. Well, I mean...
Oh, Push is cutting it very close here.
I like the grid to be fast, but he's up 3/10 Veld. And Push, yeah, he's got the 2 Vatsas to go.
I don't know if he's got this.
No, he doesn't.
I don't think he's got it. Yeah.
But maybe not tragic. It depends on what Carsten does.
Yeah, he's not gonna get another shot at this. He's still on provisional pole.
Yeah, Carsten apparently dead even, and runs very deep there. I don't know if he invalidated.
Guide is off as well. He's not improving, so he's pulled over. I think he invalidated. Trying to keep an eye out.
Oh, okay, Carsten apparently is close to finding a 10th there. He's also getting himself some slipstream from Chaplinskas in that green Bentley. And
Van den Hudding goes P6
okay,
as well.
So P6 Van den Hudding. Sam still sitting in P7. Silver class pole for Maciejewski in P8 for now. And most of the contestants have pulled into the pit lane. And 2 corners to go for Carsten. And I think he might just have this according to the broadcasting client Delta. But coming across the line, can the championship leader take pole position? It is going to be a 40-point... Oh,
barely
7! But Push takes his 2nd pole in a row. Seems to shine really much in qualifying. So, he just needs to convert it into race pace this time, and he might have a shot over the season. Really good to see someone challenging Carsten. Maciejewski is just gonna come across the line, but it's, I mean, he's got silver class pole. This wasn't an improvement. Anyone else still driving? I do not think so. Bance is. No, Bance is... no,
that's it.
Session over, yeah. Okay. We got it.
Uh-oh. I saw Bance off the road.
Yeah, I mean... Nothing left to drive for.
George.
Impartial commentators, let's go.
I get the reference. So.
Grid walk, it's true.
Grid walk.
So let me do this by.
What's the weather looking the other way as
actually, well? I'm gonna bring up the champion. I just need the championship table on my second screen, of course. So let's see, where can we put our camera? Oh, this is off camera. That's incredibly uncomfortable. So, a second pole in a row for George Brabner on the right end of Alexander Carsten, who's won last season, who's won both races of this season so far. Row number 2, we've got Antoine Olivet, only 7th in the drivers. Oh god, in the drivers' championship right now, looking to improve. Then Geider, P2 last time out, P4 in the championship. In P5, we've got Wow in the Audi on the right. He's currently 3rd in the championship, alongside Ruben van den Hudding, who's driving a really wide car and has put a really good recovery drive on track last week. Then, next row of the grid, P7 is Samuel Chumley, struggling a little bit, P4 and P19 in his past 2 races this season so far, so he's looking for an improvement. Then Maciejewski, leading silver class, he's crashed out last time, been crashed out by Bance. Then in P9 we've got Jasper Smelt in the Lamborghini. P10 is Mihai Belascu with a really good qualifying performance. And Kennedy Chikeka 3rd in silver class, P11, and alongside Paulos Takos. Nico Veldman in P13 alongside his teammate Witkowski. Christian Stricker in the Luxlade Racing Lamborghini on the right is in P15 ahead of Czerwinski in 16. P17 Marius Torres, who won his class last time out in silver class, alongside Matas Czeplinskas. Then P19, Tim Krushwa, still leader of the silver class championship. Then Jack Mills in P20, Bas Kessel in P21 for Trigon Racing. Milan Badescu in 22 as the Castle setups, which offsets the camera. Thank you. Rene Bone in P23. Then Nick Kononov 24. That should be Jos Mersman in 25 alongside Brandon Gobes. And on the last row, we've got ourselves Julian Visser and Davy Breeman? I think, yes.
Yeah.
That should be it. Professionalism. So, that is your grid for today, and we're gonna see how this goes. We've got a formation lap to come, of course. And
Rene wants you to open your DM.
Yeah, I was just gonna do that. I don't know what this is supposed to tell me, but I'm sure it's funny. So, I mean, last week, little recap, George Brabner got pole against Carsten, and he defended that for a solid lap, and then he broke himself into the first chicane at Monza, giving away the lead, and he did not recover the lead from there. He spun later on and finished P3, and today he's in the same situation he was in 1 week ago. He's got Carsten in his back, and this time he probably wants to have a different outcome, and that would mean he has to keep Carsten behind for a full hour of racing, which I mean, no one has really been able to do in quite a while. So
yeah, I think the last person, or the last two who were doing that was Rene and Cruzvar in Spain last season. Salminen as well, yeah, it was all, yeah, but then I think somebody spun Carsten around. One of those three spun Carsten around which was, and then he still came P2, but
yeah, and Salmon
I forget.
won. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. I think Karsten's. I don't know if he spun on his own or if somebody spun him.
No,
But
I think he had a collision
struggling.
with Salmon in turn 10. So,
Okay, and then Rene had his pit stop messed up or something.
yeah, he did a Renault. So,
Yes.
yay. A bold claim in chat. Carsten's got this. Statistics would say yes, but maybe Push can put up a fight. Carsten also needs to look in the mirror because there is, of course, Antoine Olivet, and while he shouldn't be, while he's got the pace to be more than a rear gunner, he probably has that job for today. He needs to put some pressure on Carsten so Carsten can focus less about passing Push for the lead and behind them. It's going to be exciting to see how this goes because the first chicane can be a little bit messy. Let's hope it goes well for everyone involved. And the sprint towards the first turn is fairly long. We've got the left-right chicane, of course. And I hope everyone gets through unscathed.
Yeah, I don't know how easy it is to pass on this, especially, in GT3. I don't think it's particularly easy.
It's fairly tough, but it's not like the hardest.
Yeah.
It's not Brands Hatch Zandvoort Hungaroring tier, but it's also not easy.
Yeah.
It's like Nürburgring tier, I would say. And as we come around the final corner, we need to hold it for a little bit longer. Of course, we're waiting for that start-finish line. And then we are absolutely ready to go. Carsten in his red Bentley is going to have the outside for turn 1. Push in his blue and gold Mercedes has the inside line. They should be locked to 70 kph right now, and we are waiting for the green lights.
Are we not getting? Oh,
yeah,
no,
I was gonna say that was the start-finish line, but it was not
here
the
we go.
start. There we go. We go green, and it looks like Push has got his car a decent chunk behind Carsten already, but he gets a good run, and Carsten's got his nose ahead, but he's got the outside line. Push breaks a little bit later, and it looks like he's gonna keep the lead into turn 1 for now. Carsten squeezed up onto the curb a little bit. Ruben slips past Illigner there, and I think in the back everything has gone safely so far. No, never mind.
No, this car's off.
Javinski's off. Oh, so we've got those cars off, and they're gonna need to recover, but I need to have a look at the front to make sure we're not missing any pass for the lead here. Yeah, it is still a Push ahead of Carsten, then Olivet, then Geider, as you were, and Ruben van den Linden has gotten past Illigner, of course. Sam is still in P7, so it looks like there wasn't massive movement at the front, but at the back there was a collision which we can't take a look at. As Push already, he seems to show signs of pressure from Carsten because he's gone off a little bit there at the top of the hill. Car doesn't look too stable through Aqua Minerali, and I think this is going to make Carsten hungry. He's gonna want to get past there as soon as he possibly can. Also Geider breathing down Olivet's neck by the looks of things, and I wonder how Wow is gonna deal with being stuck behind Ruben once again. So
yeah, in the back I was taking a look. Marius has spun around. Bremen getting caught in there as well, and I think Mills was able to recover a bit, and Gomez, I believe that's Van
yes.
Beets, yeah, was in the background as well, struggling a bit, and they're getting a bit close to each other there.
Down the start finish, straight for the first time since the race start, and I wonder what the slipstream is gonna do for Carsten here as he tucks in behind that Mercedes driven by George Brabner. What can he do? It doesn't look like he's getting close enough, so he's gonna stay behind for one lap for sure, and behind everyone seems to struggle a little bit to make an overtake stick. Takos has gotten past Chikeka, and Takos goes off just as I mentioned it. So he's thrown away some positions there. I think he's gonna come out behind Chaplinskas or and ahead of Veltman as someone drives off in the background in the Lexus. That's Badescu. What is he doing? No, wait.
Oh, I think he's pulling over.
Why? Didn't... Okay,
I think
well,
something happened. Yeah, he's gone, yeah.
Yeah, maybe he...
so we've lost 2 cars.
Hot date or something, had other places to be. I don't know.
But unfortunately, yeah, we lost him and we lost Marius Taurus, which is after his performance last week is super disappointing because Didn't he win last
Yeah,
one?
he did. He did win.
Yeah, he
silver
won
class.
for silver. Yeah. So that's really disappointing. Last week's silver class winner out after lap 1. So.
And it looks like the top two about a little bit able to make a little break there ahead of Antoine Olivet in P3.
Yeah, Carson's all over the back of Brabner, like he is trying to put him under all sorts of pressure, but Brabner not cracking at the moment. So Carson is going to have to try a little bit harder if he wants to get this position.
The thing is, the undercut threat is so big here that it's gonna force... I mean, Push has to drive faster than Carson, but because at some point he will pull into the pits. He will have to cover the undercut, and in that lap Carsten will stay out, and maybe if Carsten's fast enough he can make the overcut work on him or get a significant enough tire delta to take him in the second half of this race. So Carsten is still got loads of possibilities to approach this race, and I mean, so far it still looks good for George, of course. We had a short yellow there. I don't know what happened. I don't see anyone off, which is calming, of course.
Yeah, meanwhile, Eligner trying to have a look at Van den Hudding there for P5, but has to back out of that, of course. Not close enough, but just trying to put him offline, perhaps. And as well in the back, yeah. Even further than that, nothing really happening. Everyone's kind of just lining each other up here. So far so good to an extent. A little bit of dramas, but nothing like last week yet. I
think we're gonna see Rene looking for a move at Dragon here. It's only for P21 as Meersman goes off track, and we're gonna have a side-by-side fight for P20 here. As, Vissa goes...
You want to go around the outside in Agua Minerale, though.
Oh! He wants to, and he does! Like he makes it stick! Yes, he got tagged a little bit. But, yeah, he gets the position. So, 2 down for Meersman. Well, he made the mistake in... Remind me, how was the corner called? The right...
Agua Minerale?
No, the left-hander.
Piratella.
I can't say that. Yeah. More yellows. I don't know what that is.
I'm probably saying it wrong, so...
I don't know. Mills still driving. He probably got caught up in that incident. So, I don't know what caused that flag. Reaching turn 1, and it looks like it's sort of stabilizing. I wonder how much faster Carsten could go if he didn't have Brabner in his face, because they are not pulling away from Olivet. Olivet is still in decently far reach. Actually, if he gets an undercut on those two, he might... be able to put himself right into the fight. More yellows, and this is Bremen.
Oh, that's Bremen. He's off completely. So something happened there.
Yeah, goes into the pits, and we're 1 down. Well, one more down.
1 more down. So we're down to 25, I think, here, because Marius is Marius out, or is he racing?
He's still driving, but he's pitted already, so he's likely a lap down.
Yeah, he's definitely a lap down.
Yeah, nice camera from the game. And it looks like this one is gonna be a slow burn as the pressure on Push mounts.
Have a look.
Yes, he Push certainly went too deep in Agua Minerale there, and now he needs to cover from Carsten. But the Variante Alta, is that right? I think it is.
Yeah, it's Variante.
Yeah, the run towards that chicane isn't long enough for Carsten to get himself significantly alongside to try into the corner, but he can see all those little micro mistakes. The body language of Push's car signals to me that he is quick, but he's feeling the pressure, and he needs to be able to resist that for 53 more minutes, and that's gonna feel like one of the longest hours of his life, certainly of his sim racing career.
Absolutely, but Carsten does have a very good run here. I don't know if it's enough though, because that Mercedes does seem to be pretty fast compared to the Bentley in a straight line.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
That might be the saving grace here.
No going past for him. Eligner so close to Van den Hudding, and the disheartening thing for WoW is that once again he's not finding a way past Ruben.
Oh, but Carsten has a look, but no.
Whew! That was close. What was going on there? I think Push might have made a mistake. Let's actually have a look at the replay.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't much of that. It was just Carsten getting a very good run out of Tamburello, and trying to have a look down the inside. But Push having the corner rights just does not crack under the pressure there, because Carsten tried to fake him out. So good driving from both of them, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely, and it shows that Carsten doesn't want to lean back and and just wait for his moment. He's actively trying to create it. He's getting a good run, and he's instantly having a look, which is what you want to see. The fighting spirit's certainly there. And what I was gonna say about Ruben and WoW is the fact that Ruben doesn't look like he's able to go the pace of Gaida and Olive for now, and I think WoW at least will think that he can, and he can't while he's stuck behind this Lambo, so it's gonna be another story of him trying to overtake Ruben, I'm afraid.
Oh, here goes Carsten completely! Dive
They
made a bit of contact. I think that was a hefty
and,
dive bomb.
And Olive puts himself alongside Carsten, and it looks like Carsten might just drop down to P3 there. Yes, Olive certainly got the run. I don't know.
Maybe P4 even.
Did he let him pass?
Because Gaida has a good run here as well.
And let's go into Helicam to be able to see. The slipstream is in the favor of Carsten, though, so he might be challenging Olive and try and break out that Mercedes 1-2. He has to tuck in behind. This is so scary. Maybe to the Variante Villeneuve. And he's...
Oh, but he's got a good run here.
He's doing what he did to push last lap, but maybe he'll succeed this time. What is Olive gonna do? He's turning in. This is so close, and it looks like they got the 1-2, but he goes too deep and into toast. I think Carsten's just gonna reclaim P2, and that is exactly what he does. For a moment there, the black and gold dress racing cars of Push and Brabner were both ahead of Carsten, but it is over now. Still a solid gap there. Gaida, yeah, really
all
close.
Over him, yeah. So that was a nearly costly mistake for Carsten, and had he not recovered that, he would have been in big trouble, I think, because he is obviously very fast. And if he gets caught behind another car, that's going to slow him down quite a substantial amount. But Push does get some breathing space here for a little bit, which might be a help, which might be very good for his race. But Olive's not letting this one go either, and Gaida, Bandit Hunting, and Illigner are all over the back of him. Sam's kind of just in the background of this, so we'll see if he's able to make his way into this fight as well with Maciejewski. Sorry, I'm...
Or Kubzon if you want to be safe.
Kubzon, yeah. But yeah, I think Carsten just got away with that one.
The thing that is really exciting about the fact that that happened is that we're going to be able to see how this gap between Push and Carsten is going to develop from now on. It's 1.3 seconds, and if he's able to close that down over the next laps, then we know that it's going to be a game of Push having to defend for the rest of the race. But if he's struggling to close it down, then that might be a sign that he's actually got the pace on Carsten and could run away with this and maybe try and win his first race since, I think, Silverstone Season 1? Yeah,
it's been a very long time coming. He won in Spa, but he ended up getting a penalty post-race, which gave Tim Novak the race win. So
it was a difficult decision, I remember, because the gap at the line was 4.8 seconds, and we gave him a 5-second penalty.
Yeah, it was unfortunate, but we have to be fair. So, but he does know how to drive, and he is a clean driver. It's just a single mistake, so that doesn't mean anything to Push's overall reputation. As you guys can see, he is quite,
So the thing I was go on. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
The thing that I was foreshadowing looks like it's coming true, because Carsten has got some absolutely rapid pace. He's up 6/10 on his PB on this lap already, and Oliver makes a mistake in Variante Alta. Now he's gonna have to defend into Rivazza as Pavel Gaida is getting himself that inside line, and if he executes it well under the brakes, he's gonna push himself up into the podium positions for P3. He's taking the inside line. Oliver looking for a switch back, and he gets himself alongside in Rivazza too. And onto the straight. Who's gonna have the straight line speed advantage? Can Ruben maybe even look to take the advantage? Actually, Illigner's getting alongside, so we might look at two moves here. Illigner might take the position here. Gaida looks like he's outdrafting Olive as they make contact on the straight there for a second, and now Illigner boxed in, so he might not be able to outbrake Ruben. He brakes really late, and that is exactly the problem. He goes deep into that corner, and he's still not passed, even though that was such a good opportunity, and Gaida used that opportunity that Olive handed him by making a mistake in Variante Alta, and he's up into P3, and now we'll see the gap between him and Carsten over the next few laps. And up front, Carsten's right behind Push again.
Yeah, it's there's no holding Carson back here. Yeah, 41-1 last time around. 42-1.
Oh my
42-1
God.
for push. So yeah, almost a second faster, just 8/10 faster that time around. So obviously Carson does have the race pace on his or under his belt here, but let's see if Brabner can pick something out of his pocket and show his hand soon. But at the moment, it looks like he's going to have to do some very hard defensive driving here through the second part of this, or the second quarter of this race, because Carson does look very rapid indeed. And in the back, there's now a 3.6 second gap because of all that fighting going on there. So these two are on their own now. And Push is not going to be able to rely on any sort of help unless Carson makes a severe mistake. So...
yeah. I'm just gonna throw... Well, firstly, I'm gonna see if Carsten will interrupt my monologue by going for a move into turn 1. So instead, I'm waiting with my monologue for after turn 1. I want to see how good the draft is. Yeah, he's not getting there. The thing is, if I am correct right now, Push has only one race so far, which was the round 3 of season 1, and it was in Silverstone, and it was one of these races because I was behind him, and I think it's fair to say that I had the pace on him. When I made a mistake, I was closing up on him as Carsten looks into the inside of Tosa. So now Brabner has to carry the speed around the outside to be ahead at the Piratella, I think. And he looks like he's gonna be ahead, but Carsten is alongside sufficiently to get corner right, so he might have to run side by side through their push. Is he gonna turn in? Carsten breaks really late, and he's taking the position into Piratella, making my monologue completely pointless, because it was gonna be about how he held me back for 45 minutes, but he's only pulled off to hold Carsten back for 15 until Carsten finds the way past in Tosa. Definitely not the spot I expected it to happen, but it was a brilliant overtake, and mad respect for that. I just wonder if maybe Push can stick close enough and use the straight line speed of that Mercedes on the straight.
Oh, he goes very wide there. He's trying his hardest now to gun it back and get up to him, but I don't know if he's able to do it here, if he's able to get a good run out of Rivaza. Maybe, I think it's Rivaza? I forget already, but...
I just call it Bottas corner, because he went off there like 4 times.
Well, I mean, he had damage, we'll just consider it.
Thank you.
But...
I mean, he literally had a Ferrari part on his car, so of course the car's gonna be terrible. It's a Ferrari part.
Yeah.
Olivier, pitting 15 minutes in. I see he's out he's out Chumleying Mr. Chumley. He's pitting earlier than Sam, even though pitting early is Sam's move. So
yeah,
I wonder how this is gonna play out, because I mean, the earlier you pit, the smaller the tire delta is, because, well, I mean, how many laps do we have? 9 laps. I don't know if the 9-lap tire delta is really that big to make the undercut good enough, because at the end of the race your tires are going to be significantly worse than everyone else's, but I mean the undercut's still very strong in this game. Probably a reasonable decision, just we're slowly getting towards the point where I feel like we're pushing it too far, because 15 minutes in is very early.
Yeah, right now Push is sort of keeping Carsten honest, but not really, because Carsten is starting to get a move on, or get on with it, and Push is just desperately trying to just close the gap and stick with him. But
maybe
he is taking that same line through Variante Alta, which might be not helping him too much, but also the gap is not too bad here. I don't know, it says 9/10 for me, but I don't know if that's what it is right now.
The thing is, I think 9/10 sounds about right, but I wonder if Push is gonna pit now, because he's the teammate of Olivier, and I feel like they... Okay, no. I feel like they will talk about things like that, so maybe he had it in mind, and that would be a quick possibility to maybe jump Carsten by a second and get himself there. And now Illigner is doing the same thing, as well as Chumley and Maciejewski, the 3 of them all running into the pits together. I hope no one of them sped, and this is of course a move from Ruben to from Wow to bring himself ahead of Ruben, and from Sam to, well, fight off Maciejewski, who himself also pits.
Yeah, in the back. I think the two Audis, the two Audi racing cars of Veldman and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing this, Witkowski?
I think. Wait, Witkowski. I think.
Witkowski. Oh, Witkowski.
Oh,
Sorry.
someone's off. Oh, well, goodbye, Chris. No, wait.
Oh no.
I think it was Chris. Replay is not showing it. Yeah, must be Chris. Yeah, they can see him off track, but I don't know how that happened, and I couldn't jump to him because he had already disconnected.
Oh, unfortunate.
Oh. But yeah, Chris, all of a sudden, makes an exit. Goodbye.
Yeah, good beer. Rip.
Yeah.
Let's see. Nothing really happening in the back actually. Sam and Kubzon both coming out of the pits as well as Iligner in front of them. Olive's coming across here, and he actually lost some time, I think, because he's behind both of them.
Oh,
or
wow.
He's barely ahead of Maciejewski. So
Yeah.
Sam and Iligner both passed him.
Yeah, that is a curious case. He must have made a mistake on his outlap then, and that's cost him big. I wonder where Ruben is gonna come out in all of this. I fully expect Ruben to pull into the pit lane this lap. Well, I'm wrong. He doesn't pull into the pits. Belasco pulls into the pits, who is still running in second in silver class, which is really good from him. He has had his struggles in the past, and it looks like he's finally found a track combination that he likes, and is running solidly in contention for Silver Cup today. Good to see. Carsten up front.
Yeah.
1.9 seconds, I think, the gap to Brabner now, so he's definitely got the pace on him, and I expect the undercut attempt to be now, but Carsten's probably out of the undercut window, because you just don't gain 2 seconds in the undercut, especially not on Carsten.
Yeah, and the sad thing is Push's lap times are not bad at all, in the slightest. Like, I mean, not sad. It's kind of like, it just puts into perspective how fast Karsten is, because Push is lapping very well. He did his best as a 42 flat, and his last time around was 42.1, so he's still lapping fairly consistently, and that's really good to see, because that's kind of what you want to be doing in any kind of racing game, is consistent lap times. But Karsten, his best is a 41.3, and he did a 41.5 last time out, so even though he's about 0.2 down, he's still over half a second faster than Push. So, I mean, Karsten has really unleashed his pace here, and Push is also doing the same, trying his best. And even lapping faster that time around, so 42 flat again. So his lap times are looking very good, but it's still not enough to catch Karsten. So you can see how much he's putting, as Rene gets a 30-second stop and go penalty.
It's better in the pit lane, I think. Must have.
Yes.
So
I'm just waiting for the disconnect.
Yeah, I mean, I think he would have done it by now. I think he just wants to drive until his wheel literally breaks.
Maybe.
But, yeah, we're going to see.
And Hudding's in the pits.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why we're going to have an eye on Iligner, currently running P16, but leading the train of those who have not pitted yet. And the pace, I mean, the gap he's extended on Oliver. There are signals to me that he's going really fast. Wait, Oliver is past Sam, actually. I didn't see that.
I think Sam made a mistake, somewhere.
Yeah. And he's got Maciejewski all over his rear. This is not crucial for Maciejewski, because he is a Silver Cup driver, and right now he's still running in silver, in his class lead. But, I mean, one position further up the overall standings are always a nice thing to have. And now we're going to have a look at Iligner in comparison to Ruben van den Herding, and it has worked out, and he's gonna be so delighted to see that his undercut finally brought him ahead of his eternal nemesis, Ruben van den Herding, who himself is ahead of Olive, though. So, yeah, Olive lost those 2 spots, and with the position of Guida, that should be P6 for him now. So, his race started well, sort of fallen off now. Maybe he can recover some in the dying stages of the race. And hello, Chris, by the way. Sad that you're retired. I'd like to know what happened, but nice to see you in chat.
Oh, my chat isn't updating. That's weird.
Weird. 2.4 seconds.
Oh, there it is. Yeah,
again.
now there we go.
Takas and Chaplinskas are the next ones to pull into the pit lane. You see that bright green Bentley, and behind it the not so bright green Bentley. Both into the pits. And after the pit stops are done, we can get a race update on how the situation looks for all of the drivers, also in silver class.
Okay, so Illigner, yeah, he's gonna start trying to pull this gap. 3.2 seconds, so he made that work very much, but now the 4-car train here looks quite interesting. Because I think Olive might have a run here on Van den Hutting. So yeah, look at the speed. He's getting in that Mercedes-powered car.
Oh, he's pulled to the inside late, and I wonder if he can do it on the brakes now. He's not getting alongside.
Yeah, he brakes a little bit earlier. Yeah, he doesn't want to risk anything there. That's kind of Olive's driving style. He's very collected and very calm, which ends up paying dividends in the end because he is able to pick his moments wisely. He doesn't really... I never see him going for anything silly or anything out of reach.
Oh, speaking of which, he kills Ruben!
No!
Oh no, Ruben off track, and it's the second race in a row where he's been murdered. And now he needs to wait for his rejoin. Why did you open your mouth, Triton? This is your fault. That's what. Oh no! Well, that replay was too late.
Yeah. Ruben, if you're watching this, who to blame? I'll take the penalty. I'll take the time penalty for Olive for that one.
Oh God! What have you done?
That was unfortunate. Why do I speak? I'm just gonna mute my mic for the rest of the stream. As Rene is about to get blue flagged here, so
stop the crap. You enjoy the power, admit it.
I don't. I really don't. That's giving Illigner all he needs, though. He's gone now. 5 seconds off the road.
Also, speaking
Brabner's into the pits.
Yeah, and speaking of 5 seconds and giving it all to someone, I think if Sam is gonna be able to stick to Olive here, he just gained himself 2 positions because, well, Ruben is out of contention for this, and I'm afraid Olive will probably take the time penalty. I doubt the FIA would want to give Triton the penalty, so this is probably gonna go to Olive, and
maybe just revoke admin privileges because I don't think he deserves it anymore.
Nah, if they survive Monza, they are gonna stay. What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was thinking 4 times if I should make that joke.
Oh, Rene needs to give the blue flags here, I think, to Olive.
Wait, what happened to... Oh, no, he's pitted.
I don't know what he's doing.
He's pitted, it's fine. Don't scare me, chat. Brabner's fine, he just hasn't pitted. You can see on the timing tower.
Sam having a look at Olive here as well, but unable to do it. I don't think Rene's actually doing Olive any favors there, because he kind of got stuck right behind him, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know how bad it was or anything, so I can't see. So I can't make a judgment, but yeah, Olive did seem to get caught up a little bit and made a bit of a mistake through, I think it was Variante Villeneuve. So I'm gonna take a look here to see where Karsten is. Gaida comes out of the pits as well.
Oh yeah, where's that gonna be compared to Illigner? Because Illigner has been stretching his legs while Gaida was still out.
Did Brabner make another mistake?
Why?
Because he's coming out of the pit. Sorry, no, I thought it was already out, but no.
Brabner is passing the pit lane now. I think he should be ahead of Gaida. He should be ahead. But where is Gaida in relation to Illigner? Because he has pulled an absolutely mad undercut and might just get himself into P3 here. There's the Bentley, and he's got that. There. And that's P3 for him.
Very nice from Illigner. This has worked out well for him. So Gaida will have a semi-substantial tire advantage here.
Yeah.
So let's see if he's able to use that to his advantage and get that move back, because yeah, I thought Brabner was ahead or behind for a bit because it showed up green for Gaida that he made the pit stop, but that's because he pulled out of the pit box. So I got confused. So yeah, I don't think he really gained any time off of that, if anything. So anyways, Karsten is into the pits now. I'm gonna keep an eye on where he comes out. So we're gonna keep a look.
So Karsten is now into the pit lane, and I don't know how big is the undercut that that Brabner has pulled. According to my game, he's apparently 1.2 seconds up on his delta, but I don't trust that.
Oh wow, 1.2. I mean, let's see. Karsten is pulling out of the pit lane now. Where is Push in relation? Car 31. Gomez is right behind.
It's coming through Ravazza
giving
too.
some space.
And
okay.
Yeah, that's
Karsten is about
not
to come to the end.
that close, I think. Because here's Brabner, and
yeah, that's not enough.
Here's Karsten, so he has a tire gap now, and he has a time gap. And while Push slap, no, it was actually not that insane. It was a 42, so it's not optimal, and that means that Karsten's got a comfy lead up there. I think 5 seconds.
Chervinsky, I think, has a drive-through penalty.
Oh. That is sad indeed. I think he was among the drivers getting caught up in that lap 1 scenario there, further down the order, and now it's gone from bad to worse. He's going to drop some positions. He's certainly going to drop behind Mills, potentially Taurus as well, so those two are probably going to get rewarded for not having given up. Okay, he doesn't speed in the pit lane for sure, so that's good. I mean, they are still racing for silver class. If we go through, let's actually go through silver class right now. We've got we have got in the lead Jakub Maciejewski. Difficult Monza race, and it looks like he's going to bounce back here. P7 overall, P1 in class, and then Mihai Belascu in P2, the Romanian driver, in the Mercedes. Too fast for the camera, apparently. Thank you, game. And then got the Bentley of Kennedy Chikeka in P3, the last one on the silver podium out of, I'm not saying that name, Witkowski. And then in P5 in silver, we've got Tim Krushwa, then 6, Paulus Tarkos, Jack Mills in P7, Chevinsky in P8, ahead of Taurus. Oh no, actually not. No, it's just not updated. And then we've got Mesman, Gobes, and Bon in Larsen Silver. So that is Silver Cup right now. And it doesn't look as mad as it did in Monza. No, Mills! Oh, well. That didn't age well, did it? So, Mills has to pull into the pit lane and serve a drive-through penalty. As I'm wondering where Triton has gone because he's not talking anymore.
Oh, I'm here. Yeah, no, I'm dealing with something.
It's okay.
Here,
you know I can talk for 70 minutes without
yeah, that's
breathing.
the beauty of not running the stream anymore. I can kind of like, yeah, I usually have different things to attend to on the sides here.
Oh, Chaplinskas on the outside of Mia Belascu. This is not a class intern fight, but Belascu doesn't want to fall behind the Bentley because then he would have to wait for Chaplinskas to pull him up towards Maciejewski. But how much time do you lose by defending from the Bentley? He is decisive on turning in though, ahead of Chaplinskas here, so keeps the position for now. This is for P8, and Maciejewski is 5.5 seconds off the road from that as Belascu makes a mistake, I think, on his own, and goes into the side of him. We're gonna look at that one again. Oh no, he got tapped from behind, and then he bounces back onto the track, so Chaplinskas gets a hit, and Ruben manages to slip through, so he gets 2 places. Oh, what's that? Something in the Variante Alta, and I honestly... I don't want to look away anymore because I'm afraid of missing anything. So I'm probably gonna watch a replay of that. But Smelters through from the Trigon Racing Academy, and Ruben has also passed them. And now we're gonna see if this is a move. I hope it's not because I want to see the replay, but it is.
Chaplinskas has a pretty good run here on Smelt, but. Smelt holding the inside line here. I don't know if he's going to be able to or I don't know if Chaplinski's going to be able to get it, but actually he does.
Oh, they collide off the Smelt! No! And there's, up front, Chaplinskas loses the position to Belasco, who seizes the opportunity and goes through instantly. Yeah, Smelt into the wall, unfortunately, so it seems to unfold for this midfield battle. They're losing a lot of time to the rest of this race, but they are fighting so much amongst each other. Too much for me to show the replay of whatever happened in Variante Alta there, unfortunately. People in chat talking about how this time they jinxed Mills. It wasn't me for once. Oh, it was me actually. I said that I said that he was gonna gain the position for the drive-through. So you know, kind of didn't age well. Kind of my fault. Let's hope they don't die in Aqua Minerali this time. Chaplinskas behind Belasco. We've seen this like a lap before, and Chaplinskas seemed to have the pace. And now let's see how it goes as Witkowski drops a slight amount of positions, I think. I'm gonna have a look in the replay, see if anything happened there. No, my timing tower is just acting up as he's sliding off track. Replays, good as ever today. So, Belasco and Chaplinskas on the inside. Doesn't get past, but now he's probably gonna carry that run onto the straight. Bentley versus Mercedes, it's not the first time we've seen that fight today. But last time it was Carsten versus Brabner. And actually, okay, never mind. Illigner pulls ahead of Meersman there. Jump back to the battle. Chaplinskas can't find the way past yet. So
yeah, that Mercedes power looks to be superior at the moment.
Oh, what? Oh, he loses it. How did that happen? Gonna check in the replay this time.
Oh, just
an actually good replay. Yeah, he just goes over the sausage curb and instead of swallowing the sausage sausage curb swallows his car. And why are we looking at mountains?
Mills is okay. Yeah, Mills is moving out of the way for his teammate there. Lap down.
Hello, Joel.
Hi, Joel. Oh no, Joel's sleeping.
No, we went quick enough.
Too slow. Come back, Joel, please.
Oh no.
Okay, no, he's back. Okay, we're fine. Okay, yeah, there's Mills moving out as well for Maciejewski. Also, Van Houding is catching up to Rene here, so he's gonna have to move as well. Kind of just blue flags going around. That's pretty much the action, and then there's a 6-second gap and another 6-second gap between Brabner, Illigner, and Karsten, respectively. And Gaida kind of falling off the order here. Not really using that aforementioned tire advantage that I talked about earlier. Visor OP. Yeah, let's actually talk about that. Where is he?
P18, but he is really close to... Yeah, he's really close to Tacos. He's kept his nose clean and might be able to take that position. One thing I want to talk about for a second there is that Smelt has not given up after that off. He is holding P12 against Veld, who probably wants to seize his chance here and go past. Veld has been struggling a little bit over the season. I don't think he...
Oh, but he's got a very good run here. Is this enough?
He's looking down the inside, and it's not quite enough.
No.
I mean, the Huracan is just so fast in a straight, so not that much you can do, but it was a good attempt. Shows that he is definitely in the running for P12, and it is... I mean, they're both pro-class drivers. They both want this position, of course. Tacos. And the first thing that Tacos ever said to me when we were talking in DMs about him joining, like 2 seasons ago, was that I should please not... make a joke about food, and I didn't know what he meant, but yeah, of course it was about tacos. And then I talked to Sanix, like I said that he joined, and Sanix instantly went, ah yeah, that's the guy who I bully in VVDL for being called like tacos. So he won't like to read that people are calling him that here. Olivier, Lapping, Meersman? Yeah, I always get confused. It looks like a Renault car, okay.
Yeah. As we know, Renault is better than Mercedes.
In this case. Unfortunately not. But, Carsten is not a lap ahead. This happens when, when Carsten crosses the timing line, but Push doesn't. Which then it doesn't update the delta, which means we have to wait a little bit. 7 seconds a gap between Carsten and Brabner, which is, to be fair, I mean, as sad as that sounds for everyone except Carsten, but that is better than in past races. Gives me a little bit of hope for George to be able to steadily increase his pace and push himself closer and closer to the dominating Dutchman. So maybe we can see a fight unfolding there towards the end of the season. Maybe next season, we'll see. I like how he just drives over the curb as if there is no curb. This Bentley certainly set up well, and probably also really good angle over the curb there, because I always hop over Variante Alta like it's a trampoline. Is that a word in English? Trampoline? Trampoline?
Yes. Trampoline, yeah, the jumping.
Yeah, the jumping pad thingy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Unfortunately, though, I can't read, so my opinion might be, or my statement might not be factually correct. So, I don't know.
One thing I want to mention for a second is Carsten's fastest lap in race trim would have been P3 in qualifying. Because it's a 40.9.
My god.
As a comparison, my quali PB is a 41.5. He casually does 40.9s in race pace.
Let's see here.
More dominant than you. Joel, it's more dominant than Yugos in F1. He has won every race he's entered in the past 2 seasons, except Barcelona last season.
No, and Spa. He crashed out of.
True, yeah.
Spa.
True.
So he's only 2 races.
2 races, but he started at the back though, didn't he?
Yeah, he started in the back on purpose, but he got caught up in all the mayhem that usually takes place in the back.
And then he got into a crash from Push, which didn't look good for Push, because he pit maneuvered him on the straight.
Ironic that our top 2 had issues there, but Kononov is kind of mounting the curbs there, giving a bit of a scare to me.
Is that Kessler ahead of Veldman? No, it's not. Oh, it's Witkowski. It's a teammate of Veldman. That's why I confused them. But yeah, they are really close. They are, I think, the closest fight we've got on track at this moment in time. Maciejewski and Chumley are also really close for P6, but it is not quite a real fight because Maciejewski is a Silver Cup driver, and he'll pick up some nice points today, unless, and I'm not trying to commentators curse him, but unless something happens in the last 20 minutes. I'm just saying, that's what it looks like. And Visser and Takas are really close on track as well. He's doing really well, Visser. I mean, Takas had some troubles in the past, but over the last weeks he's solidly been towards the front of that fight in silver class, and today he's had an off, but one spin doesn't erase your pace, which means that what Dragon is doing here is legit. So solid from him. I hope he gets a full-time seat soon enough. We might have some opening in the future, and I'd be happy to see if he maybe wants to take the chance. For now, he's still looking at the back of this Bentley. I don't think he's going to get past on this attempt. Even though the Lexus is massive in a straight line, but that would have needed some bravery on the brakes, and it's probably better that he didn't try. And that Chumley's still just about ahead of Maciejewski, so P6 also, the fight isn't over.
And I think Maciejewski might have gotten one of his a warning for that one, because I think he went past the sausage curbs in Acqua Minerale, but he is driving a stellar race here, a silver class and fighting with the top guns here, so...
Yep. And another interesting factor is that I'm gonna assume, okay, I'm in the FIA and I know how the FIA looks at incidents, and I feel like Olive's got a 5-second penalty coming, but the gap to Sam looks like it's about to extend over that 5-second window, and also to Maciejewski it already has. So if Oliver keeps this pace up, and Sam has to look into his mirror to make sure he's not getting passed by by the Polish guy, then that would mean that he loses that P5 to Olive and will actually finish in P6. So Olive, with a little bit of consistency, can pretend that the penalty that's probably going to happen won't happen.
Yes.
That sentence made sense, okay. Gap at the front, 9.8 seconds. I feel like now Push is slowly starting to fade a little bit, even though, I mean, his last lap was actually reasonably close to his best lap, so not on that front, but the gap is just steadily extending. Yeah, last lap of Carsten, another 41 flat. And Push just doesn't have a response to it, and he didn't have it over the past weeks. He had a response in qualifying, but he needs to be able to either defend for an entire race from Carsten, or he needs to up his race pace. One of the two things has to happen if he ever wants to beat this man, and it's gonna be tough. Illigner is in P3, which is gonna be probably happy about. I mean, I don't know, but I'd assume he would be happy about that. And
he's driven a solid race, so yeah, he should be happy. I mean, we'll be happy for him.
It would, very likely. No, actually, would it? No, it would keep him in P3 in the standings because Push is gonna pass Illigner by 1 point, but Illigner is gonna pass Van den Hudding, so Van den Hudding probably dropping down to P4 or P5 depending on what Guider does, and Illigner stays in P3, and Brabner jumps to P2 where he arguably belongs with the pace he's shown, especially in qualifying.
Agreed, yeah, he is looking to be a force to be reckoned with, but Karsten, I mean, of course, looking rapid as usual. But I don't think we can count Brabner out yet. At the rate he's going, as we approach the final quarter of the race, at the rate he's going, I don't think that Karsten is going to be in the clear for so much longer. But who knows? We'll have to see, because I am very impressed with Brabner's driving, and I'm very impressed with the performances he's been putting in. So hopefully we get something. So, not for the sake of, just it being boring, because this is anything but boring.
Not but for also anti-Carsten, but for pro competition.
Yeah, pro competition. But also, it's just like, even without the title fight, the ACC usually gives us an incredible season, regardless. So, a title fight would just be the icing on the top. So. Oh.
Unfortunately, I missed a very popular overtake, because Visser has made his way past Takas off screen, and now the next car is Kessel, and I wonder how that's gonna play out. It looks like he's on an absolute mission. I'm gonna try and keep an eye on this one to make everyone happy, but there's something else happening right now, as on the outside into turn 1 is Maciejewski still trying to find a way past Sam Chumley, who doesn't want these points, or this 1 point, taken off of him by Maciejewski. I mean, the 1 point difference between P6 and P7. I think it's.
I'll keep an eye out on the back here for you if you want to keep an eye out on that one.
Bans? Oh, wow. Well, good.
So he
good
did
thing.
collide.
Oh no!
Honestly,
did I do it again? I did it again. Visser on the move for Kessel, and he's getting it done. So I mean, that was probably straightforward. Literally.
Nice job from him.
Yeah, that Lexus on a straight line.
Let's see if he can catch up to Crucibar to get that 1 point in the overall standings, because P15 is a point for MotoGP standing, I believe, right? Are we doing MotoGP standings still? So P15 would be a point overall, right?
Yeah, overall standings are MotoGP standings, and silver class standings are 1 to 10 in F1 point system.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yes, he could get himself the point if he beats Sanix. It wouldn't hurt Sanix too much, because Sanix still in P5 in class, but he's within 2 seconds of Witkowski, so probably doesn't want
let's
to
see Dragon.
that.
Let's see if Dragon can get a move on it. So, I think with the pace he's showing, he's got a shot at this, because he's already closing that gap a little bit from the looks of it, and Kessel, has already lost out time to him. So Kessel and Tacos, excuse me, both are starting to get gapped a little bit here. So keep an eye on Crucifer, as well as him in being in a Porsche, which we know is with the Honda, with the 2015 spec Honda engine in the back, of course, not exactly powerful in a straight line.
Yeah,
so
they determined it wasn't quick enough for F1, so they put it in their GT3 car and was perfectly balanced.
As all things should be.
I knew you would say that.
I mean, I had to. So let's see what Visser can do here. With the loss.
If he can close that gap down a little bit. 1.6 seconds, he can close that gap, and I mean the Lexus, arguably the fastest car in a straight line on the grid, and the Porsche, very much the opposite. So,
yeah.
So this move should be comparatively easy for ACC standards. As soon as he gets to the back of Sanix, which is not a guarantee. He's doing well for himself so far, but it's only 10 minutes to go. It'll come down to keeping that pace up consistently. He's not as experienced, so might be incident or mistake prone, but so far, I mean, he's driven an absolutely solid race. Started from last, P16 now. Gained 12 positions over the course of this, and not all of them because people crashed, also some just on out-driving them. But now Sanix, who won a silver class in Barcelona, is the next one to go, and we're gonna keep an eye on that gap, of course.
Yeah, it's coming down a little. Actually, through those. Oh.
Was that a move? I don't know, but Ruben is ahead of Chaplinskas. I'm not quite sure if he had been before, but
I don't think he was.
Certainly is now.
Up to him.
Yeah, it's probably gained a position there, which is nice from him. P8. This recovery.
No, he was already in P8.
Okay.
So Chaplinskas has been is getting a move on it, I think, and trying to get him. But Van den Hudding defending this, not giving Chaplinskas any room to get the move done whatsoever, and is probably going to be driving a very wide Lamborghini for the last 10 minutes of this race.
And I mean, he's.
Oh, but Visser. Actually, sorry again to interrupt. He's right on the tail of Crucifer.
Oh, how did that
happen? He might actually have a look around the outside here into Tosa. No, he doesn't. But can he get the switchback?
Up the hill. Oh, he wiggles a little bit, catches dirt. So, no switchback up Tosa. I mean, it is hard to pull off, but with the straight line of the Lexus, you know, maybe.
Yeah.
We're gonna check back with these guys. Certainly on the main straight, though. Actually, I mean, this is putting some.
Oh, Mearsman gets a drive-through.
No. Well, at least it didn't get taken out by Rene, so you know.
Yeah, that's true.
And there with a run out of Aqua Minerali, Visser puts himself on the outside of Krushva, but there's not gonna be a way through into Variante Alta. Not
patience is probably gonna be the game plan here. He doesn't need to do anything silly there. I'm going to say that very cautiously because of last time. But
no, we're just trying. This is trial by fire. We want to see if he can withstand the curse. It's an initiation ritual here at 2SRL. You know, you need to pass the commentator's curse, and then you're fine. So
okay, here it is. Now let's see on the start-finish straight. Let's see if Visser can do it here. I mean, look at the straight line speed compared to the Porsche here as Crucifer tries to defend the inside line, going side by side into Variante Tamburello. Around the outside goes Visser, and he does get the move done, turns to the inside for the second part of the chicane into the third, and that is the move done through Tamburello, and very well done. But let's see if Crucifer can make another move here and try and get it back, but no, through the Variante Villeneuve, not happening there either. So Visser up into P15 from last place into the points.
Yeah, also one thing... Yeah, sorry. One thing I really want to mention that makes me happy is the fact that it used to be, the last 2 seasons, it used to be the fact that you would just get points by sticking around and driving until the end of the race because we had like 20 drivers and then it slowly dropped to like 16 and then most people would get points, but we are actually in a situation right now where drivers still fight for every position. I don't know if it's just more fighting spirit, the fact that we have more drivers in general, or the fact that we've got the silver class standings as someone cuts in the background. That was Kessel. He's gonna get passed by Chaplinskas for that, and also Sanix made a mistake.
Van Hutting as well got passed by Chaplinskas.
Oh wow, okay.
So
what I was gonna say is maybe it's also because of the silver class standings. In silver class, of course, the top 10 silver drivers get points, and right now that, let me count, extends all the way back to Meersman in P23. So, like, he wouldn't have a reason to quit, which means, which is really nice, to be honest, to see drivers actually fighting towards the end. Krushva still gonna get P5 in class if he sticks it at Mills. No! I think we've lost Mills again. Let me try and find it. Yeah, it's just off track there. I don't know how it happened. I just know that I don't like it. Hey, let's everyone pass Chaplinskas. Was that Chaplinskas I saw off track in the replay?
I don't think so. I might have seen him make a mistake, but I'm not too certain. But he's still on the back of Sam. But Sam is holding his own here.
No,
so
that's not Sam. Wait, that's not Sam. That used to be Sam.
I'm not being paid to message mid-commentary. Okay.
What?
I didn't know we were getting.
I mean, you're not paid, period. 15 seconds up front, by the way. So, yeah, Carsten is checked out. And it looks like this race is going to end like every other race. So...
I need to speak to somebody in human resources or something here now because I think I'm getting scammed.
There's some Joel. Yep.
Joel, I need Joel. Okay.
Let me talk to Joel, EGL manager. Sam's still in P6, but he is 11 seconds behind Olive. So even if Olive gets a huge penalty for absolutely nuclear bombing Ruben van der Nudding, aka 10-second penalty, he would still be out of Sam. So he has driven well enough to make it count. He's still not going to be happy with having taken a man out. I wonder if we're going to hear someone talk now, because I heard the Discord chat.
Yeah, that's Rene. Yeah.
Ryan,
Hello, Rene.
I don't pay you to message mid-race, so please don't.
Yeah, but I mean, how am I going to
stay on the job, Ryan?
Yeah, we're just
Okay,
for the
understood.
viewers, to put it into context, we're being paid in Freddo chocolate bars here, okay?
Yes.
Because that's the way of
Okay.
2SRL.
You guys are getting paid?
That's
Yes.
one Fredo less for you, my friend.
Yes, every
I
season
don't
I
get-
find
I
one
haven't even
Freddo
gotten
in my
any Freddos.
fridge. Yeah.
I wasn't told about any Freddos though.
Timo, you shouldn't have said anything.
But it's McLaren,
Anyway.
it's common practice. Anyways.
I'm literally the one of the primary stockholders in the McLaren Honda Formula 1 GT3 Max Verstappen x Fernando Alonso racing team, but
Yeah.
you know.
But you get shares,
don't
you
even-
don't
I
get
don't even
Freddo.
know.
Yeah,
You don't get Freddos.
you don't get your shares of Fredos, that's your problem.
I just get DNFs. I just get drivers DNFing.
You just
but,
get share. Oh no, who's that in the background? I saw Mercedes spin there. I don't know who it is. Velasco, I think.
Yeah, I think Velasquez.
No, it's not. It was
Van
another-
Hutting might
it was
fight
another
Chaplinskas
one.
back here, but he's gonna have a look down the inside here.
Wait for the replay to
Late
end.
onto the brakes here, and he does get the move done, so back up to P8 for Van Hutting.
And yeah, he has that one done right while I was in the replay. Brilliant. Who's the Mercedes who spun? Was it Chevinsky? They look too similar.
I might have been
it
him
was Chevinsky.
getting the blue flags for them, so I don't know.
Yeah, I just know it was one that spun. So Chaplinskas had the move done, and now Ruben passed them back. He had such a good recovery drive in Monza, but Imola is a different beast. I mean, I'm not gonna say. I mean, of course he's not thankful for having been killed at Monza, but it is one of the more one of the more thankful tracks if you want to do a recovery drive, because you don't get stuck behind other drivers as much. And that meant, of course, that his superior pace carried him through the field. Or he carried himself through. Oh, no!
Oh, no!
Drive-through penalty.
Oh, no, that's unfortunate. Everything just pretty much went wrong for... Oh, did Chaplinskas make a mistake as well? Because he's behind Velasquez.
Wait, what? Oh, he's off! He's just off. Let me
he's
find
off
it
the
on
road and he's out.
He's run out of fuel, I think. Look at him.
Oh,
he's really
no!
slow. What went on there?
Yeah, I think the engine failed, or no.
No, that doesn't happen.
Maybe an engine failure for for the Bentley. So yeah, it seems as though
must have run out of fuel.
I think that's apparently Van Hutting's first drive-through penalty in his entire time here in ACC.
So two drivers gone from the top 15, which means more points. Visser's gonna get up to P13, and Sanix and Kessel are both gonna get into the points. So exciting times.
Yeah, so Visser P13 from last place. Water drive. I believe that's 3 points, right?
So when I said it was bold to predict Carsten, that was sarcasm. I'm just making sure that's clear, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, none of us think it's bold to assume Carsten. Yeah, no, it's not at all. It's bold to assume Carsten. It would be bold at this point to assume Carsten not winning.
It would be bold to assume that George is gonna finish within 10 seconds.
Yeah, no disrespect to anyone on the grid, I mean, of course, but Carsten is in a league of his own in terms of, just race pace. Brabner is catching up, though, so let's see. Unless we get, unless Mills multi-21's Carsten. But no, he's not. Okay. Yeah, Mills is not better than that. But yeah, Carsten, on his final lap, about to lap Van Hutting. So
yeah, I mean,
that just shows how unfortunate this whole scenario has been for poor Ruben. He's been driving so well, since season 2, and even season 1 he was winning races. I'm pretty sure. I think he won the first ever race.
Yeah, he did in Monza. That was his only
in
one
Monza.
in that season.
He's our first ever winner. So
Yep.
Van Hutting is very much knows how to drive a car in Assetto Corsa Competizione. So it's just disappointing to see everything go wrong for him, and through almost no fault of his own, minus the drive-through.
Taken out twice
him
in
getting
a row.
spun around.
And I mean, it's safe to say that he had to push a lot more because he had been taken out, so maybe that contributed to that drive-through. He got it so late in the race that would have probably been prevented had he not been killed, so unfortunate for him twice in a row now. Let's hope he can find some better luck. But we are looking at the number 22 car. The red Bentley is gonna be a familiar sight across the line as a winner and a 3-time winner in a row. Well, no, not longer, because he missed the last 2 of last season, but it is a 3 out of 3 in season 4 for Alexander Carsten, and he extends his lead in the championship. And Brabner, a solid challenge from him today. Fell short in the end on race pace, but in the first half of the race there were promising signs. There was a really good pole position from him, and he takes P2 in the points table, I think. Illigner gets a podium for himself as well, P3.
He's looking very happy. So
he's going to be happy about that. So he conserves P3 in the standings. Geider is probably not going to gain positions in the standings, but he is P4.
Solid P4.
Olive, he had his little moment where he was P2 for a little while, for a lap in the early stages. Maciejewski not quite getting past there. So close, but he still wins in silver class, and then also on the silver class podium. And that is...
Oh, wow, this is already on the back of a Smelt here. Let's see if he's going to have a last minute go for it, because he looks very fast here. I don't know, but it all depends on if Smelt can hold it under pressure here.
So I'm just gonna say, Velasco gets P2 in class, and that is nice to see, because the man has had some struggles in the past. We're gonna see the run towards the line now. That Lexus can't be that OP on the straight line, so Smelt is gonna carry it over the line into P12. But yeah, Chikeka is 3rd in class,
P9.
and P9 overall.
Good drive from him.
Veldman gets P10, Witkowski P11 or P4 in class. Then Jasper Smelt, Urian Viss and P13, Tim Kirchweih in P14. Paulus Takos gets last what the? How did he do that? Oh
What
god. Yeah, finished.
Oh
on
my
his
god!
roof.
Pavel, no! Oh no! Kessel and Pavel. Or Tacos. Oh no, that's Pavel's Tacos, sorry.
My
Sorry.
god, well, so that are the results today, and it's been a good one. Let's see if anyone wants to talk to us, but if not, that is fine as well, of course. So
Yeah, I think interviews at this point are kind of cringe, so we'll just wait it out here.
Stop saying the obvious out loud.
So yeah, okay, let's see. I think that incident between Karsten and Push early on is going to be investigated actually. In the beginning where Karsten kind of dive bombed Push. So I don't think there's gonna be anything to come out of it because he did kind of just he did kind of play it safe, gave the position back, and pretty much lost one in the process. So
yeah, I'm sad I didn't properly catch it on stream because it looked really exciting. I mean that that was the worst moment of Carsten's race because it was when he lost his. Well, he didn't lead before that, but he dropped to P3 as a consequence. So certainly.
I would say though, yeah, that was detrimental.
Absolutely. His race would have looked so much different. He would have won by 20 seconds. So
yeah, Chaplinskas ran out of fuel.
Yeah, that is actually so sad. Well,
I don't think we get anything. I don't think we have anyone.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. The chat has been really active today, which I appreciate a lot. It is nice to have some more company than Triton, no offense, during the race and be able to interact with chat. So appreciate the active chatting. I hope people are back next week. Well, I hope Chris isn't back in chat next week because that would mean that he crashed out again. Which
we don't Stay out of the chat, Kimmy, please.
Yeah.
But I will announce I'm not going to be here next week, so it might be Beamer holding it down. Unless we can we might be able to get a co-commentator for you. I'll look into it, but
let's see.
I can find you a substitute.
Yeah, you know, I can talk 70 minutes without breathing. It's fun.
Yeah, you held it down today. I was dealing with some paperwork, so to speak, in the middle of this because
and you were typing with Rene, which.
And also, I was dealing with, the background paperwork with the Renault team because we have a bit of a issue with the chassis and one of the cars. So we're working on getting a fix for that. But
I saw you fired Cyril, which was a surprise to me, but it had to happen. Anyways, as I said, thanks everyone for watching, and on EGL in general, if you liked the racing action, there's more to come because this week marks the return of our F1 2020 racing leagues. SLR goes into season 6 with the Australia races in all of its 4 tiers, and 2SRL goes into season 9 in its 3 seasons and 3 tiers, and that's gonna be really exciting at Albert
We start
Park.
tomorrow, I believe.
Yeah, we start tomorrow.
Tier 3 tomorrow.
Recognizes my name from Jensen and SLR. Yeah, that is. I wonder where exactly from, but yeah, that's probably me. So it's been a fun ride. See you next week or in the various F1 races. Have a nice evening, everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.